Y'all just think something wrong with me, because I'm losing it. I just want to say that if I curse, forgive me. But we curse. We got Lord out here. And ain't no way I'm going to sit up here and let the truth be told and not curse. So they told me to watch my language. Fuck that. So y'all forgive me. Y'all forgive me. Y'all heard curses and it's bad out here. And it ain't pretty. So, you know, shit, let's be real.
Right.
That's number one. My English is bad. I'm a high school dropout. You know, it's going to be real. I'm going to be talking like real shop. But I'm going to be talking from my heart. Ain't nothing written down. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. So y'all got to feel when we talk.
Yeah, it's gonna be authentic. Just pure emotions, like a pure emotion to where you're not gonna fake nothing. It ain't gonna be written down. It's just gonna be from the heart. All right, Pac, I'm tuned in. Let's get it. I'm tuned in.
Swing, so, you know, some of y'all might get lost. I'm sorry, but I'm going to just do what I got to do. And then check this out. When I say I'm losing it, I mean I'm losing. I mean that for real. This ain't no free speech. This shit ain't like just to make it sound good. So I get y'all into it. This ain't to make it so, ooh, he felt that. I'm losing it. You feel me? I know y'all can pick up the papers and see that man got problems. And I do, but we all got problems. And mine is by my motherfucking self. You know what I'm saying? He did tell y'all about my mama and the Panthers and all that. But let me tell you where I ended up, y'all. Let me tell you where I ended up. My mama was a crack addict. I ended up in Baltimore on welfare with no lights on in high school. So we got to really watch this struggle shit. If we gonna struggle, we gotta struggle every motherfucking day till this shit is over.
Let them know, bro.
You know? Fuck that. All that shit that went on in the 60s ain't finna happen in this motherfucker. I'll be...
Yeah, I see where he going with this. I'm here for all of it.
Struggle, we gotta struggle every motherfucking day till this shit is over.
Let them know, bro.
You know? Fuck that. All that shit that went on in the 60s ain't finna happen in this motherfucker. I'll be dropping some of you motherfuckers who need some babies beyond this year. Trust me when I tell you that shit. Cause God damn it, I'm losing. And the only reason I'm losing is because I never had a daddy. I never had nobody to sit me down and tell me this. You know what I'm saying? They told me, but I didn't believe it because they let my mama crack. I'm telling y'all the truth, as much as you heard me, cracked out, homeless, no life in Baltimore. And my mother put motherfucking work in. Do you hear me?
Yeah. Coming from a struggle like that, you know, on welfare, mom was on crack, didn't have no money to, you know what I'm saying, pay the bills, but she still put that work in. She still found a way. Yeah, Pac, I feel what you're saying. A lot of families come from that struggle too. Domestic violence in the household, drug abuse, all type of things that go on in the households behind those closed doors that people don't know about. And a lot of times, some people fall off and they don't make it, they don't come back. But then you got those others that's fighters, that's soldiers, that's survivors that get through that. You know, they get through it. They find a way to overcome all those struggles. You know, and quite frankly, we shouldn't even be struggling. if we really being honest, you know, it's enough money to go around for everybody to be in a good place or in a good space. It's a lot of money for everybody to have a household. When he also say putting in that work, she was a Black Panther too. You know what I'm saying? So she put in that work. She put herself out there to let it be known I'm strong. I'm gonna stand for what I gotta stand for. I'm gonna stand 10 toes down. And y'all gonna have to do whatever, but I'm standing 10 toes down on what I believe in.
And my mama put motherfucking work in. Do you hear me? My mama was a gun packing. What I'm talking about for you motherfuckers, excuse me. But my mama put in work. You know, to be laying up in a room cracked out, I got disdain for a lot of motherfuckers. You feel me? And that's why I'm telling y'all, I got to be serious. If we gonna struggle, the struggle got to come from our heart. It can't come because we looking to it from a king back then. It got to come because I'm looking at you and you look goddamn it good to me and you my sister. And I ain't gonna let none of these crackers take you down. You feel me? It got to come like that. It got to come from our heart. It's like that. It's like that. It's hard out here. Like they say we got war. And in war, everything is good. It's all good. You feel me? And when I say thug life, I mean that shit.
Oh my God, we are at war. We are at war, especially now. Like, oh my God, it's strength in numbers, man, and we got to stick together. Communities got to come together. We got to. It takes a village.
It's like that. It's hard out here. Like They say we got war, and in war, everything is good. It's all good. You feel me? And when I say thug life, I mean that shit. Because these white folks see us as thugs. I don't care what y'all think. I don't care if you think you a lawyer, if you a man, if you an African American, if you whatever the fuck you think you are. We thugs and niggas to these motherfuckers. You know? And until we own some shit, I'ma call it like it is. How you gonna be a man and we starve? You know? And you can walk by 5 different houses and a man in either one of them motherfuckers. How we gonna be a man? How we gonna be African American? We out here dying. We thugs and we niggas until we set this straight, this shit right. We gonna stay thugs. You know? And that's real, man. It's like a motherfucker, I have nightmares. I mean this shit. I'm dead serious. And whoever I hurt, I apologize. But I have nightmares, y'all. I swear to God. Shit changed me. I used to be a cool mother. I used to be cool. I used to be happy. I used to talk good. I used to talk without cursing. I used to walk, you know. But goddamn, they done took Latasha. They done took Yusef. They taking out niggas younger than me, man. And we ain't doing shit. Nobody Hutton died 17 years fucking old. When we 17, you know what we doing? Killing each other. You know that shit kills me, man. Little Natasha got a bullet on the motherfucking back and ain't there one of y'all do a motherfucking thing.
Bang, bang, bang.
Shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to say anything on this video. I think I'm just gonna listen to this. I don't have much to say. He, man, that dude, God, me, God damn, bro, damn. Pac only 22 years old, speaking like this.
What time is it, man? Fucking losers out here. This shit grieves me. Only reason I came is so I could curse at y'all and get y'all in the right motherfucking track. You dying. We are dying. That's real. We ain't got time for nothing except war. And I don't care how you got to be at war, you need to put yourself in that mind state so we can be there. If I got to thug to be at war, I'm going to be thugging. If you got to be a Muslim to be at war, be a Muslim, but be at motherfucking war, and let's go fucking shoulder to shoulder and start doing something. We can't do with so much marching, y'all. And I know y'all think it's right, but we can't. They not think we've been marching for damn near 100 years.
Man.
We are marching on the anniversary of when we marched 25 years ago. I'm 22 years fucking old. How am I telling y'all this shit? How is it getting to be like this? And they wonder why I run around calling myself a thug and a thug for life. Because we by ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I got my ass beat by 2 white police officers, man, and it shook my whole world. I was a rapper. I had just did juice. Even though I was very progressive, my family been paying. I was really about just getting out here making some money. I had enough of poverty. I thought
That police brutality will change you. It will. Any type of contact with the police and it's negative, it'll change your whole perspective of life. It'll traumatize you. Dude, he just spoke on, at some point, I'm not saying commit violence with violence, but at some point, we got to stop being afraid. At some point.
My ass beat by 2 white police officers, man, and it shook my whole world. I was a rapper. I had just did juice. Even though I was very progressive, my family been paying. I was really about just getting out here making some money. I had enough of poverty. I thought I made it. I thought I made it.
Mm-hmm.
I swear to God, I thought I made it. I felt good about myself. I felt good like I did something, like I was a part of this society. You know? And I always wanted to think for myself. And I said, okay, I'm here. I didn't get a move. I want to scream. I'm rapping. I got money in my pocket. I got a bank account. I'm going to the bank. You know, I swear to God on my mom, 2 police officers stopped me. What's your name? Tupac Shakur. Go ahead, bro. They start laughing. What kind of name is that? Shit. What's your name? John. What fucking kind of name is that?
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But I was wrong because these 2 niggas had guns. These 2 cops had guns and sticks and attitudes. So it so happened I jaywalked. I swear to y'all, I didn't even know what jaywalking was. I swear, I thought it meant that I was bopping. You know, like walking. I thought when he said they stopped, 2 cops stopped me in front of my back, hands up, talking about the whole routine for jaywalking. Not for coming out of the car with a gun. I wasn't strapped at all then. Now, I swear to God, you're going to find me strapped like a motherfucker and ready to shoot. And today I'm on this podium, tomorrow I could be in the fucking Times. Because they going to have me. And y'all need to protect me, and you need to protect your damn self. We can't do none of speeches, books, Bibles, Kinsey cloth, X-hats, potato chips, none of that shit. You need a motherfucking Mini 14 or an M16 or something. You need to start getting over some of these motherfucking crap.
Hey man, like I'm not saying like I condone violence, but I'm gonna say this: you gonna need some protection. Like in 2025, you need some protection. You better not be walking around here without no protection. I promise you that. Hey, and him speaking on that too. They shoot first anyway. We know how this go. We seen it. What's the incident that happened in it was a while ago. It was a while ago, like back in 2012. Was it in, I believe it was in Cleveland. It was 2 people, bro, in the car, bro. I promise you. The police shot them over at least 100, I want to say 130 times. That's insane. And they ain't even have guns. That's beyond me. You got to get protection, like, because you just don't know, man. You just don't know when and what is gonna happen. So you got to always just be on alert. You got to always stay protected. But listen, I'm gonna say this too. If we was just on the same accord, we would feel more protected. Like if we just have more people around us in our circle, like everybody want to get it on their own. Everybody want to be separated. It's crazy how they flip that with this self journey and just you being by yourself and trying to get it on your own. Nah, bro, we need each other. We need people. We all need each other. Like, and that's 100%. Can't do this alone. I don't care. You could be a millionaire, but you had somebody helped you out. Getting it from the mud, I understand, but at the same time, you still had somebody that supported you, that put that battery in your back. Also, too, you doing it for somebody. Even if you're doing it alone, you're still doing it for somebody. For family, for your kids, for your friends. Or just to give back in general to people that's in need. It's for somebody. I'm telling you so. We got to be selfless at some point. We got to wake up.
Potato chips, none of that shit. You need a motherfucking Mini 14 or an M16 or something. You need to start getting over some of these motherfucking crap. Because we done. We can't be kings and queens till we still living. Do you feel me? I moved to Los Angeles. And the reason I moved to Los Angeles, because I want to be where the niggas is kicking up dust at. I don't want to be where these motherfuckers is building houses and think we got a part of this society. I want to be where niggas is kicking up dust at. So what if they got gangs, goddammit? They got gangs, but they kicking up dust. What are we doing? Go ahead, Pop. What are we doing? I know y'all tripping off because it's like,
We hear you.
But on the real, all bullshit aside, on the real though, it's like, we really ain't got no choice, even though I know how you feel, I feel the same way. That's why I'm so angry, that's why I curse so much, because I feel like it ain't right. It ain't right that I'm 22 and this is the life I gotta live, It ain't right that I gotta be, I'm like a fucking vet, I wake up, man, sweaty, man, talking about Natasha. What the fuck is going on? Tell me why he beat my ass, why police just beat the shit out of me. I woke up unconscious, man, my face all cut up for Jay motherfucking walking. That shit just shook me. I'll never be right again, I'm losing it. You feel me? And I'm not even rapping, I'm not even a cook. A so-called cook. I'm out here rapping. What the hell's going on? I'm no record, no nothing. As soon as I started rapping, this what made me see we at war. As soon as I start rapping, as soon as I start talking that shit about they got me trapped, soldier story, I don't give a fuck. It's like I got comments coming from everywhere. I got cases coming from everywhere, man. People that's supposed to be my king, queen. She just told the police I'll beat her up. I ain't even touch her. You feel me? This what I'm doing. I'm losing it. This what I'm telling y'all. I'm losing it.
Yeah, once you start speaking out, they don't bother you when you just chilling, when you comfortable, and you just going about your day to day. Working a meaningless job that don't provide you no value, You don't have no goals or nothing like that. When you just living a life like that of just a repeated cycle of going to work and then coming home, going to work and then coming home, you won't be bothered. But hey, I ain't gonna lie, some people get bothered like that too. They mess with people like that as well. But what I'm saying is when you start to have a voice and you start to get people behind you and in your circle, you start to build up that energy and that aura, and you talking that talk. Oh yeah, you're gonna start getting all type of negative energy coming your way all the time. It happens all the time. Great power comes with great responsibility, and that's real. The hate just gonna continue to grow. I ain't gonna lie, the hate be more powerful than the people that love you, man. And it's like that because they want to silence you. They want to keep you down. They don't. Once you get there, they gonna do whatever they can to tear you down. So sometimes they just fake and throw stuff at you. Some stuff don't even be true. It ain't even happen. But they'll make things up. Y'all know how this system is. It's corrupted. I see why he was angry. It makes sense. I'm angry too.
It ain't all cool. So when you see me in the paper, you're going, damn, man, what's wrong with him? You know, hey, it's hard out there. It's hard out there, and it's even harder for a nigga by himself. When I go home by my motherfucking self. When I close the door, it's by my motherfucking self. You feel me? It's time for some soldier shit. You know, from the females and from the males. That's real. And it's time for the women. I'm not blaming on you, I'm not putting you in your corner, but you have so much you don't know. You have so much power over us niggas. You run shit. But you just
Women do got a lot of power. Like I'm not gonna sit up here and try to front. Women have a lot of power. Women can get into different realms that men can't even get into. That's a whole nother conversation. But women, those are the goddesses. They able to reach spiritual realms that, man, you need a woman in your corner. I ain't gonna lie, that's for every man. Like I get it. It's hard to date nowadays. It's hard to find women like that. It's still some. The dating game and just finding a good person, a good woman, it's not easy. But he ain't lying when he say women, yeah, women. Like if y'all just understood, y'all got so much power. That's 100%.
you run shit. But you just don't know.
Man.
And it's a game. I know I'm a man, I'm gonna hit y'all to the game. When a nigga sees you do anything for him, he's gonna run you. Yeah. But if you keep your principles, if you stay your ground, you know what you want out of that nigga, you push that or leave that. Trust me, it ain't no shortage of young black men. With the six, you know? That's how we gotta handle that. You know, we gotta handle that shit. We got to be more like down for each other. You know, I know we're not supposed to use the term gangster bitch, but damn. We got to be down for each other, you know? We got to be soldiers, man. They gonna be writing about us in 20 years, you know? It's that time, y'all. It's that time. It's the 90s. Do you know what the 90s is upside down? The fucking 60s. You know what I'm saying? We gonna turn this shit upside down all over again. And we the ones that got the power to do it. Did you see what happened on April 29th? Y'all ain't see that shit? On the news and shit, they probably was, hey, this fucking shit up in LA. I was there. I was filming a movie getting paid G's, but that night, I was there. I was in the streets with my folks. Niggas had I don't care what they say about gangbangs in LA. Niggas had their motherfucking dogs up and it was all good. Whatever say, I'm telling you, man, this is the sight I'm keeping this picture I'm keeping in my mind till it happen again. Because I've seen it for myself and I know it can happen. And all my life, I never thought it could happen. But I've seen it for myself. I was there. And you know what made it happen? War. A common enemy. That's right. We was fighting a common enemy. So
War. Oh my God, war. Like it's all good. It's war, bro. It's war. Common enemy. We got to stand for something. We got to fight for something. And y'all all know what that fight is. I ain't got to say it, but just know the tables will get turned. They will in 2025 right now. And it will not get no better. Ooh-wee. Man.
What's up? And that's what we need now. As long as we sit here and study for the con, we study in the fight. Man! Oh, we are studying to fight. Getting ready to fight. And we're doing all our fighting. Nothing's wrong with going to college. That's why I say I'm proud of you, but we're doing all our fighting in debates. We debate this shit. We debate for our freedom. We ain't gonna get it no legislation. We ain't finna get it through marching. We ain't even finna get it through one uprising. We not finna get it through one April 29th. We finna get it every day, you guys, all of us, everywhere, see it as a necessity that we struggle to fight back. We have that as a right. That is our right when we...
Yo, Pac, you cooking. I ain't gonna lie, man. You speaking for real. You speaking. It gotta be an everyday thing. You gotta treat taking back what's yours like a job, like an everyday routine. That's so true. We're not gonna get it back. We tried that. We tried talking. Talking ain't gonna it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work.
We're gonna get it every day, you guys, all of us, everywhere, see it as a necessity that we struggle to fight back. We have that as a right. That is our right when we were born. God put it into your heart to self-defeat your motherfucking self.
Come on.
Fuck the next nigga. You know, if that nigga want to be a gangbanger, he don't want to follow your way, fuck that nigga. Trust me, he's out of there. He's out of there. But you have obligations to your folks, to the niggas that fell before you, to handle your motherfucking business, no matter what it means. All of it ain't gonna be pretty, all of it ain't gonna be out there with many 14. Some of that shit gonna be staying your ass home with the kids. Put some knowledge in your kids' head. You know what I'm saying? All the niggas and all the females. Just because she a female don't mean she got to stay home with the babies. That's bullshit. Because I would much rather have some of these females out there with me in war than some of these niggas. It's a whole bunch of punks. You know, that whole city of we African Americans, everything is equal shit, and this NAACP shit, I'm gonna speak on that shit. Because I was reading the paper, I saw NAACP at a celebration for the Emancipation Proclamation. That's right. Okay, so, from what I just said, how is the NAACP still in business? Oh, oh, ain't nobody heard.
Yo, come on, Pac.
How's the NAACP still in business? How's these motherfuckers still in business? Yeah, that's cool too. That's cool too. Yeah, we let them do that shit. We let them represent us. How motherfuckers gonna stand there and talk about he for the advancement of colored folks? Go ahead. What the fuck is that? And these be grown black folks. They be our color. Representing us to these white folks. And we be letting them do.
Yeah.
Because we proud. Because they got on suits, they got offices and shit. And everything that happens, they call the NAACP. We let them do that shit, representing us. You know, they make us look bad. Really? We really are too, I'm not trying to take up for the thugs and the gangsters and shit, but now I'm coming from a different school. I'm coming from the Panthers, and that's what they did. They went to the street element, and that's what they mobilized the soldiers. You know, that's what my mama did. That's my job. I'm going to stay in the streets and get my thug niggas who was down for me in the streets. Because I'm going to tell you, when my mama started cracking and I was by myself, this brother right here, Tiny Tyler, was the only person in this movement anywhere that took care of me. Okay? So it ain't no motherfucking struggle if you don't take care of your babies. Not just yours, but the other soldiers, you know? What about that? What about all these soldiers sitting in jail? Where their kids at? Don't none of you motherfuckers give a fuck about them. Ready to carry a flag for where they shut. You ain't taking care of their motherfucking kids or their families. That's hypocritical. That ain't right.
That's right.
That shit ain't right, man. We got too many kids out here with nobody to put nothing in their head. Then you motherfuckers get mad when you see them again up in the courtroom.
Bang, bang, bang.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Get upset when you see these kids in the courtroom. I get it. Some kids just don't want to listen. I get it. But it's the effort is what that counts. It's the effort. It's just trying. Because it is some kids that really want to listen to the OGs, to people that's older than them. They ready for somebody to plant good seeds in them. That's a fact, bro. That's facts. Yo, that's real though. That's real. The kids, a lot of these kids don't have older role models, older, positive, structured role models in their lives. They don't have it. If the seed don't have the water, how can it grow? It got to be nurtured in some type of way. Some type of knowledge got to be instilled in these young niggas' heads, in our young gods. or they just gonna turn to the streets. They gonna turn to going out here because they trying to find validation. They just want to be loved. So that's why they get in these gangs. That's why they get in these groups to feel accepted. Just being honest.
You know, to my white rapper. Nigga, you left him by himself.
They lonely.
Left him by his motherfucking self. So he learned how to be a G from the crackers, and that's what he learned. He learned how they want him to be. That's right. Nobody. No.
He learned how they wanted him to be.
Bang, bang, bang.
Shit like that, shit like that, shit like that.
Yeah, left him by his motherfucking self. So he learned how to be a G from the crackers, and that's what he learned. He learned how they want him to be. That's right. Nobody taught me shit. And my mama was a parent, you know? My mom would tell me, but she was too involved in it to sit down and really explain shit to me. You know? So it's a double tragedy because I'm like damn near forced to go through some of the shit that some of these soldiers went through, but because they didn't tell the new generation, they didn't arm us, I gotta go through this shit all over again. You know, I'm still getting my ass kicked by police because the niggas back in the 60s been murdered every single one of them motherfuckers. You know? They wanna be down with the police department. How can I see, how the fuck can a nigga put on a police uniform in 1993?
All right. Okay. That's Saddam. That's Saddam DeMarco, but that's a Saddam Machiavelli. That's oh my God. Oh my God, bro. He was out here to fend for himself, so he wasn't able to learn anything. They didn't kill a lot of the leaders back in the days, so it's like you got to go through the whole situation over again as a child. So if somebody older went through all of that, and they end up getting murdered, or not just that, if they end up getting past that and they don't put that knowledge back into you, then you got to go through the same thing, or maybe even worse. It's those cycles that have to be broken. Like I told my nephew the other day, like I'm not gonna wait till you hit 18 to start telling you what you need to do to be a better person, to have purpose. I told my nephew, like he 13. I told him start investing your mind into your craft, what you want to do, what your purpose is. Start reading books right now. Don't wait till you get a little older. Do it now. Telling him some experiences. All my nephews, my nieces, all of them. Just trying to instill just some good knowledge into their minds. I've been there before, but it's a bigger picture to everything. You know, and that's what it got to be. It just got to be little seeds being planted. They don't have to be big seeds. They could just be little seeds. Just telling them something here and there, like, and then, you know, it'll stick with them. You never know what sticks with a child. You just never know. A child will get older and come back to you and say, I remember when you told me such and such. That really stuck with me. That really helped me out. That really got me through. All right, man. Okay. All right. Man.
They didn't arm us. I gotta go through this shit all over again. You know, I'm still getting my ass kicked by police because the niggas back in the 60s been murdered every single one of them motherfuckers. You know? They wanna be down with the police department. How can I see, how the fuck can a nigga put on a police uniform in 1993? Fuck that. Fuck that. When the shit jump off, if you still got that motherfucker on, your ass is out. And if you got on the armed forces uniform, your ass is out. And if you in the guard, your ass is out. Because niggas is armed in 1993. The gang elements are armed. And they all ready. As much as you want to think they dumb or whatever, they on their toes this motherfucking year. They on their toes and they ready to move. What are you ready to do? How you gonna handle it? Huh? When them niggas get out there with guns, what y'all gonna be doing? Watching that shit on TV, marching, singing, selling raffle tickets and shit with the church. What y'all gonna be doing? I just want to know, because I know what the fuck I'm gonna be doing, but it would help me to know what my people was gonna be doing when I'm out there. Because my mama tell me all the time, boy, you think you're gonna save the world. Don't you know they gonna kill your black ass? These people gonna bugger you, and that's that. You gonna get your back there. So all I want to say in closing is that we got to be united under whatever. Don't let shit hold us apart.
Gotta be united.
From Cali, New York, or whatever, if you're a blood, or a crip, or a thug, or a school student, or a scholar, whatever. Don't let shit hold us back no more. We got to unite by any means necessary, and we got to fight.
That's a powerful message right there. I see why he was just so angry. I see why. This is the revolutionary speech by Tupac back in 1993. He said a lot up in there. Y'all let me know what y'all think. It's a lot of things that I agree on with that too. It's just so unfortunate that they took that man out. He said it. He just said it. Like he said his mom said it to him. They're gonna kill you. And that's that. Like, you know, and he was willing to die for that. Like he was really, I just hate the way he went out. You know, I didn't like that. Like that man. But you know, Pac made a mark. He made a mark. And I'm gonna continue to like listen to his music and just continue to just keep his legacy going too. That's a strong brother right there. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Other than that, I'm up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning into the content. As always, go subscribe to the channel at Chess is Unlocked and the Instagram as well. Peace, blessings, and love to all my guys and goddesses out there.